First on 5. New developments tonight in the scandal surrounding Alabama Governor Robert Bentley and his chief aide Rebekah Mason. A third investigation has now been opened against Bentley. This investigation comes from the Alabama Ethics Commission after State Auditor Jim Ziegler filed an ethics report last week. The commission confirmed their investigation today in a letter sent to Ziegler. You might remember we broke the news last night of 2 criminal investigations launched against the governor, one by federal authorities and another from the state. As all these investigations move forward, will Rebekah Mason remain in the governor's office? Former ALEA director Spencer Collier has called her the de facto governor. News 5's Peter Albrecht takes a look and tells you who's paying Mason and how much.
There have been several calls for Governor Bentley to resign, and soon the heat could be on him to fire his political advisor and alleged mistress, Rebekah Mason.
I don't think the governor's going to make a move.
Senator Rusty Glover says that's because he believes Mason is calling the shots in the governor's office.
Does that create a problem for him, the fact that she's still around?
Oh, I think so. It's going to be very difficult for him to bounce back, but as long as she's there, it's going to be, I don't see how it's possible.
We have Rebekah Mason on the horns of a dilemma.
State Auditor Jim Ziegler questioned Mason's employment in his report to the State Ethics Commission filed last Friday.
She is either a public employee or she's not a public employee and therefore must register as a lobbyist. One or the other. There's no third alternative.
Mason is not registered as a lobbyist. Her exact status is murky. Former ALEA Director Spencer Collier referenced that last week.
Ms. Mason is not elected. I don't even think we know who even pays Ms. Mason. I don't think anyone knows where her pay comes from.
Mason is paid by the Alabama Council for Excellent Government, or ACEGov, an organization formed last year. According to its website, its goal is a more efficient, effective, accountable, and excellent government. ACEGov is considered a so-called dark money group, a special type of nonprofit political organization that under federal law does not have to reveal where its money comes from or where it goes. Mason, though, told the Anniston Star last week that ACEGov paid her $15,000 last year. Also in 2015, Bentley's campaign fund paid Mason's public relations firm more than $61,000 for consulting fees, in addition to $15,000 for various expenses. ACEGov's board consists of Cooper Shattuck, a former Bentley legal advisor, Marquita Davis, a former state finance director, and R.B. Walker, an Alabama Power executive. Mason's PR company was also paid almost $240,000 to manage Bentley's 2014 re-election campaign, as well as $200,000 to place some political ads.
Well, Pete, at one time, was Mason a state employee?
That's right. After Bentley was first elected in his first term, she was the communications director. Now she is not a state employee. And according to the state auditor, Jim Ziegler, an ethics commission opinion released just last month says basically you can't be basically a public employee and be paid by outside sources. So we'll have to see how this next investigation goes with the ethics commission.
And we thank you very much, Pete.